Okay, yeah. Whew. Okay, this is gonna be probably the worst quality video you've ever seen on this channel, but yeah, I'm gonna explain what's going on. So I did a rant video about it, but I can't even upload it. Windows 10 is terrible because nothing's working. Like SD card, the SD so when I make a video on my camera, I take the SD card and I put it in the laptop. It used to work fine. It would automatically ask to import the new stuff. So I'd click yes and it would do it all. But now it doesn't even recognize that there's an SD card in it. So I know it's Windows 10 because it worked right before I did the upgrade, which I did the upgrade a couple days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, and I thought it would work fine, but you know, there's no videos, and so I couldn't do any videos, so I had to redo the thing. I had to revert back to Windows 7, and so that's why there haven't been any videos. Well, that's taking a while, so it's still restarting, and I started earlier today. I don't get why, but it's slow to go back. So also the Elgato doesn't work with Windows 10. It worked before Windows 10 perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but I got it to work for what have I done, like 5 or 6 NSC Games videos, and it worked perfectly well for that. It doesn't even work on Windows 10. So that's two things that don't work. Windows 10 froze the first day I got it up and open, and it froze, and I had to restart it and stuff. Do a hard reset on my computer, and then it's not good. You know, the layout isn't interesting. It's not very, doesn't feel very intuitive. I know that it's for touchscreens, but you know, it's not very it's not much better at all. So yeah, it wouldn't recognize any devices. Like the Elgato software would load up, but it wouldn't record right. And that the first time I did it, it recorded, but then I went back and watched it, and it had recorded over it again, so it repeated in the same video, and then it was the second time it repeated, it was all pixelated and crazy audio and stuff, so I couldn't use that. And this has been annoying, and this video, like I said, is gonna suck. It looks, I don't know why it's so bad. This isn't even my laptop, but it's supposedly an HD built-in webcam. I have to do this to tell you what's going on. So yeah, this last few days sucked because of that, and also I haven't really done anything, it feels like, especially videos. And you know, I ended my internet fast, and yeah, I don't know, I feel meh. Overall, I think I might be getting sick. Diet's not too good, I think I've talked about that before, but yeah, that's what's going on. there's really not much to talk about lately. Tomorrow's Greek Fest, so I'm excited for that. And then the weekend, the rest of the weekend, I don't know. Um, yeah, I had 2 classes that were canceled this past week, which was pretty interesting. And I, I don't know, it's been a pretty good week. I'm figuring out how to learn Greek. That rhymed. So, I don't know. It's just kind of, eh. Like I said, it's man. I did the volunteer thing last night at a concert at a church. It was okay. Handed out Feed the Children things, which is an organization that sounds like what it is. They feed the children, offer care for kids in South America, even the United States, but also Africa, Asia, I think Asia, stuff like that. Sponsor a child, and that was really interesting. The people I worked with were some of the people that ran the Feed the Children were very interesting. Uh, so, um, yeah, I mean, it was cool. Music was, I didn't care for it much, but I wasn't there to listen to it, you know. Although I listened to the whole concert and it was okay. I can't really say too much bad about it because I didn't really. Either way, I don't mind. It was okay. So that was meh overall. Met some nice people, you know. It was fine. But still, not getting much done. I don't know how to get focused, I guess. I talked about it in that one video where the no internet video, the first one I think, it talked about who knows what. Like, I think I know where my life is going, but there's this bad non inconfidence, non-confidence, insecurity about it, and I hate it. I mean, I hate that this doesn't feel right. At least what I'm doing now does not. I don't feel like I'm doing what I need to, and so, what comes to mind is like, for some reason, learning Greek and writing my books, not essays, essays don't do anything for me. They give me a grade, whatever. I don't get too much out of it. Now, that's why I write about religion, because I might as well write about something I care about. I could do sports, religion, that's about it. That's what I know, mostly. So, and that's what Anesti is basically built off of anyway. But, I'm writing a book. I kind of dropped, I think I was not finished the Lightweight Christianity because, to be completely blunt and honest, it's just my ideas. It's not any actual thing. It's not like a theological thing. It's not real. It's just meditate, pray, that's about it. It's obvious stuff. If you're a Christian, well, if you're Orthodox per se, you know about hesychasm and, silence and meditation and obviously prayer and stuff like that. the Jesus prayer. The Jesus prayer is the big one in the Orthodox world. So, you know, I didn't mention the Jesus prayer, but I, talked about meditation, I think, a bit. Or I started to write about it, but I'm gonna stop that book. It's not a real book anyway. It's a book when it's published, I guess. So I'm gonna continue with my novel, kind of refine it, change some things, and continue. I have ideas in my head all the time about everything, and I don't always finish them. I'd say that's one of my biggest problems, is finishing what I start and focusing, which I think I'm getting better at focusing. At least I know what I need to do and what I want to do, but I don't do it. I just don't do it. I want to go to church, but I don't. I don't know if it's me being self-conscious or lazy, like not waking up soon enough, which I think is both. Don't want to go alone, but I don't know. I can't even speak, So, what I want to do is go to church, and I don't wake up in time. Like I said, I don't want to go alone, but I want to go. I need to go. I know I do. It would be different if I got the idea to go to church, and a church, and sort of realized, oh, I'll just stick with this church. This is what I've been doing. I've been going to other churches, old churches I've been to, been at for a while, and so, but I know it's not right for me. But I'm not just doing that. Like, every time I'm at one of these churches, here in this town, I think about the other church, the church I should go to. So that's how I know it's true. It's like the church for me. Now, I'm not going to get into theology or anything in this video, deeper stuff and worldwide stuff. I'm just saying, that's where I'm at. Like, I keep going to the old places for no reason. Yeah, to be with family or friends, but it's nothing. It's not going anywhere. I know that it feels dead. And the concert last night was the band For Him. Look them up. For Him. H-I-M. And they're four guys, four singers anyway. And they're For Him. They've been around since 1990. Like I said, I don't like their music, but I was listening to the music and I was watching. We were out in the lobby at the table, and they have monitors at this fancy church, and I was watching the monitors and listening, because it was also being pumped through this, like, overhead speakers everywhere, so we could hear it, I guess. And so I can't escape the feeling when I go to these churches and stuff, the really charismatic ones. And I honestly, like, I'm at the point now, I do not care what anyone thinks of this, of what I believe about this, what I know. It's just a show, It's just a show. That was literally just a show. That was a concert. But, they talk about ministry and stuff. It's always ministry this, ministry that. It's just like going to a band, and they have the same, like, actions and gestures and sounds and shouting out and like holding out those long notes and hitting the cymbals, you know, and like dun 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 at the end and stuff of all the songs. And I just wonder, you know, rock, Christian rock in general, is this like an actual ministry? You know, is this really helping anybody, or is it just a show for the already church people? And you know, they the one guy, one of the singers, talking about how, oh, you may be unsure of your faith, or don't have faith, or you're new to all this, or you haven't been to one of these in a while. And I just thought, you know, I highly doubt that. I'm pretty darn sure that 95% at least of the people go to that church, or coming to their church to go to the concert, because I talked to these people. I talked to a few, and I think yeah, there were tons that were familiar with it. They knew everything, where to go. The other 5% probably don't go to that church. They just live in Tulsa, the area. Yeah, it's Tulsa. But they are probably churched too. You know, churched. I really don't like those words like churched and calling a building the church, because it's not the church. The church is the church that Christ founded, 33 AD, when he was resurrected. You know, talked to Peter, and you know, the church. So anyway, I think it's preaching to the choir, and it's just it reeked of it, like especially last night. I've noticed, I was like, you know, maybe it's me, maybe I just think about it too much, but I felt it. It wasn't even like I wasn't wondering much. I just felt it. It's like it was really kind of tacky in a way, if that's the right word. Felt really, I don't know, crazy, a waste of time. Why would someone pay to see these guys? That's what I asked someone. Not there. Later, I was talking, and to myself, I asked that. What's the point of this? And I realized it's not a ministry. I don't care what they say. It's not a ministry. You know, you can go to 1,000 concerts and not be changed. You can go to churches and not be changed. I go to church nearly every week and I'm not changed, you know? There's nothing different. So, I know that concerts aren't a ministry. I think a lot of churches aren't either. Now, I know this because there's that poll. It's a spiritual understanding now that I've figured out. It's not even about how I feel emotionally. It's more of I know. It's within the soul. And so, you know, when I'm thinking about the other church, when I'm at these churches, it's very clear. It's like, and I should be there now. So it's a really odd situation to be in, I think. And not many people, I don't know anyone else in it. I think I've said before, in way back video, I know I'm not in the right spot, and I can't explain every level. Like, I'll try to explain this. You know, I can identify, yeah, I spend too much time surfing the web or snacking or wasting time not doing my schoolwork or my book work or my practicing or my praying or whatever it may be. uh, socializing. I know that I can identify those issues and say, yeah, I need to do better at that, I need to focus. But it is a challenge. And, it's just, once I do it, great. I did no internet for, 4 or 5 days, which is, I think, pretty good. That doesn't change much, because there's not that security of the soul. It's not, I know what's right, I know which way to go, and I'm not doing it. And that's worse than being on the internet and stuff. I know that. It's really uncomfortable, just overall, at this point. And I know where to go and to turn. It's not like I'm trapped in some mental hell or something where I don't know what to do. I know what to do, and the problem is I don't do it. Paul said something like that in, I think it was Corinthians, 1 Corinthians or something. Who knows? Who cares? But he said basically, I know the right thing to do, and I want to do the right thing, but I don't do what I want to do, which is the right thing. I want to be pure and simple and clear and faithful, in tune with the truth. And I can't say I try, because, like I said, I don't build up the courage or whatever is to go to church, go to the liturgy and stuff, and actually join the church. I haven't done it yet. I haven't joined, and I haven't really focused. I think because of school, but I don't know. And it's like that. I know what I need to do and want to do, but I don't do it, and so that's my struggle. Well, I see that this video has gone 22 minutes, almost 23. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. I know what to do, I know what I want to do, what I should and want to do, which is, I hope, the same thing, but I just don't do it. It's lack of discipline or focus, I don't know, maybe, who knows. And giving up internet and giving up all that, the distractions, doesn't mean it just falls into place. Life is work. A Christian life is work. Being a Christian, a real Christian, a true Christian, is work. And anyone who tells you works has nothing to do with blank, salvation, or whatever, is lying. It does. It's pretty clear. But that's not the only way you're saved. And you're not saved once, always saved, or saved and you can do whatever you want and all that nonsense, and born again, and those are ideas that people made up. It's not true. You can go and look in the Bible if you want, and you can interpret it the way you freaking want, but it's not true. So that's why I stopped that book. Like I said, it's just my ideas. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm after, man. I'm after like a true life, a moral life that is in tune with the Almighty. And that's it. The truth. There's one truth, one way. And yeah, I will end this now and see if it uploads, and just whatever, having a good day. And hope you guys have a good day, and I'll give you an update after Greek Fest and see if my computer starts to work. And yeah, see ya.